Good evening. There's quite a storm out there. Why don't you come in? I won't fight you, don't worry. Ah, would you like some tea? It's blood! Ha ha! Did I scare you prematurely? Oh, that's not my fault. But I would like to read you a scary story that happened in a state you least expect, Hawaii. Hmm. Hawaii, a state known for its beautiful palm trees and beaches and paradise resorts. However, the island may hold a darker secret, as we are about to experience. Tonight, I'm going to read you a story called Nightmare in Paradise. Hmm. Sometime when you are strolling through the Kaimuki neighborhood of Honolulu, Hawaii, you will notice a vacant house at 1105 8th Street. The street intersects with Harding, so it is on the corner. The house is vacant, and there is nothing unusual about this. Not everyone who lives in Honolulu are full-time residents, but this house in particular can be considered the house of death and all nightmares. I will explain why. Bad things have happened to people who have lived in that house. Attacks in the night and strange noises. I will now explain the story. The nightmare began in 1942. A woman called police, sounding extremely frightened. "She's trying to kill my children!" The woman said over the phone. She repeated that someone was trying to kill her children. Police arrived at the house on the corner of 8th and Harding and came in. And to their horror, the children were levitating as if being thrown around by an unseen force. Malicious force. The woman screamed and ran. Police tried to calm her down. Next day, the incident made the newspaper about police being called due to poltergeist activity in the house. 30 years later, in the 1970s, a couple rented the house. They stayed there, unaware of the house's terrifying history. Soon, strange things began to happen to them. One of the residents was chased out of the house by an unseen force. She wasn't safe out there either. Police came once again to witness the woman being attacked by the unseen force. They managed to get her out of the car, only for the entity to drag her across the street and strangle her to death. One of the cops was also attacked. He said he saw a mottled and rotting hand on his neck. Soon, the residents moved out. A month later, as well, two college students moved in. A male and female couple. One night, one of them awoke to see a shadowy female figure with no limbs standing over them. And the figure moved into an area and vanished. Frightened, the couple consulted a local minister. The minister told them what they had seen was a demonic entity known in Japanese folklore as a Kasha. The Kasha was a flesh-eating race that often fed on the dead bodies, snatching them away before they could be cremated in time. He said that the spirit was merely lust, and they should feed it bread and water for it to go away. Soon after that, the attacks and activity just stopped. How could this monster end up in a place far away from home? Well, in the early 20th century, a Japanese immigrant family lived in the house. The father went insane and murdered his wife and their children, burying them in the backyard. Later, when he was arrested, the police found the bodies of his wife and son, but his daughters was missing. What puzzled the coroners was that the body appeared to be missing. It appeared to have been eaten. Another incident was a different man who murdered his wife because she was having an affair with another woman, making her a lesbian. He also killed the other woman and hid their bodies away. He was also arrested, and the bodies appeared to have also been eaten. Hang on, because of its appetite for corpses and blood, it is no wonder the Kasha had been attracted to this house. As of now, the house had been torn down and a new one is being built. However, in the early 2000s, a man passing by saw a pair of glowing red eyes peering out from one of the windows of the house. At first, he thought it was a car light or someone playing a joke, but he realized it was neither, but actual eyes staring from the window. It gave him so that the eyes appeared to blink menacingly at him as he passed by. The story shakes me. It makes me wonder that vampiric race of Japanese folklore is still prowling the ground, searching for a new home. Perhaps it still roams the area of the house, waiting for its next victim.